Hey everybody, it's Avia, and thank you so much for coming back to my channel, Simply Encouragement. I just want to start off just thanking everybody for all the wonderful support, the views that I've received, and the subscribers so far. It's very encouraging to me, and I just thank you so much. And like I said, it encourages me to keep going down this path. So I've decided that I'm going to probably put a video out at least once a week, and I will have takeaways at the end of each video so you can take notes, and then you'll be able to refer back to your notes however you choose to do it. But I know my job is to just give you this information, and then what you do with it, that's on you. So without further ado, another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with quotes before I begin. So today's quote is, "Discovering who you are today is the first step to being who you will be tomorrow." And that is from Destiny's Odyssey. So we're going to be talking today about the path to inner discovery, trying to figure out who we are and what's going on. So I told you in my first video, in my introduction video, that I was stuck. I was just stuck in life. 43, stuck. I know there's more to life. What do I do? How do I get this done? Because I can't do it no more. I'm bored. I'm tired. I'm sick. It's a lot going on. And I'm like, I know we all have ups and downs, but I'm like, my downs seem to be overpowering my ups. And I am connected to source. So I'm like, no. This is not how it's going to go down for me. I'm going to be enjoying my latter years, okay, more than maybe my beginning years, but I'm intentionally making a change. And it's all on your intention. When you're ready to make a change, you will. And that's just how it is. That's the bottom line. So a lot of people are clueless of who they are. I mean, I was. Like I said, I kept asking, who am I? And then God is like, okay, let me help this girl out because she has not been paying attention. God said, you should know who you are. I've planted gifts and talents in you. I've already told you several times who you are, but I mean, obviously you just haven't been paying attention. So like I said, I just intentionally was like, let me start paying attention. So God started showing me who I am. And what I picked up on it was, I'm powerful. I am so powerful. I can do anything I choose to do. Because one thing people don't realize is you're a co-creator with God. Okay, you co-create. There are things that, you like, that you want to do, you want to experience, you want to explore. And as a co-creator, you have to take those action steps. God is with you, but what are you doing to make that change? It's your responsibility. And as a co-creator, that's your job to do, okay? So I wanted to share with everybody that you're able to change your life at any time. When you're ready, the universe is ready. Everybody's waiting on you to make that change. You can change it. And the good news is, it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what circumstances you've gone through. It doesn't matter what situations you're in. You could have 50 kids. You could have, a lot of things that people would look at and be like, ooh, your life is stressful. You got a lot going on. Don't get discouraged by that. If you want to make a change in your life, you can make a change. And it's ready and waiting for you to make that change. And I call people who step out on this faith, because it's definitely faith. I call these people brave souls. And I consider myself a brave soul because I made that change. I made that choice. I'm like, I'm tired of this humdrum life. when I know there's more. So I'm like, I want to make a change. I'm a brave soul, and there are lots of brave souls. And there's a difference between brave souls and people who just sit around and take what's given to them. They live the way society tells them to live because they think this is the way they have to live. Like I said in my previous video, I was never told you have to stay at a job for 30, 50 years, collect your pension, do all that. That's not what I was told. So I don't go by that. But some people were, and they're stuck in that. But if you're not happy, and like I said, if you're complaining all the time, you have to make a change, or you're going to continue to complain. And what I realized is people around you don't want to hear that. People don't like to hear complaining all the time. You call your friends, your spouse, whatever, and you keep complaining. You come home with the same complaint. And the people are tired of hearing it. You know, you have supportive friends, you have supportive spouses, and you're like, oh yeah, no, I understand. But I'm sure inside you're like, damn, if you don't like it, do something about it. If you're unhappy and miserable, you're stressed out, you're sick all the time, do something about it. So you have to make that change. And one thing is, once you start making that change, you'll start to notice different things around you. Life is going to look different. Also, you're going to start getting little signs, messages, just to let you know that you're on your right path. For me, I started seeing stars. Now, I've never had an infatuation with stars or anything, but one day on this journey, I just started seeing a star, and then I would see something else with another star, then another star. And so I kept figuring, okay, every time I would see a star, I would feel like I'm on my right path. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And so now when I see stars, I see multiple stars several times a day. It's just stars, stars, stars. And for me, I'm like, thank you. That's how I receive messages, by stars. There's certain words that I'll get, messages, symbols. So stars is one of mine. So you'll start to pick up on these things that you never paid attention to before, but you're becoming more intuitive. And so in that process, you start paying attention. You pick up on things. Okay. Also, I just want to let you know that everything that you need to succeed, to live, everything is inside of you. You were born with everything at birth. So there's no external things that you need. It starts with you connecting to your higher self, your inner self. And then once you do that, a whole world of opportunities will start to open up for you. Also, I want you to know that you have to stay focused on this path, because there will be distractions. There will be lots of distractions to throw you off. And also you'll have to kind of cut things out. There'll be people or activities, things that no longer serve you. Just like me, my job just didn't serve me anymore. It just didn't serve me. Once you start going through this stuff, your vibration starts to rise. So it works like this. You're here, you're leveled up with everything in your life that you're doing now. But once you start discovering yourself, discovering who you are, discovering your power, your vibration, everything starts to rise up. And the people here, the activities, the things are down here that you used to do is no longer a match. So these things start falling away. And sometimes you don't even have to cut away certain things or people. They'll just naturally fall away because they don't resonate with you anymore. And that's good, because you don't need to resonate with that, because that's not helping you grow in life. The things that are helping you grow, the people, the places, the things, they're going to stay in your life. Those things stay. But the ones that don't serve you anymore, they're going to start falling away. I wouldn't have quit my job last year. I wouldn't have done it. But because I decided to take this path, I started discovering new things. And naturally, it had to go, because it wasn't serving me. I had to let it go to make room for the new opportunities that were going to start trickling into my life, things that I'm starting to see. So I want to really just leave you with 7 takeaways. And you can take these notes, jot it down, however. The first thing is you have got to connect with your source. You don't have an option. You have got to connect to your source. God, whatever you call your source, universe, you have to connect, because that is what gives you that power, that energy, and that focus to move on. So that's the first step. You have to connect with source. You can't skip that step. That's a very important seed step. You have to connect with your source. Start asking, who am I? Where am I supposed to go? What's my destiny? What's my life purpose? Okay? That's your first step. Your second step is you start discovering your gifts and talents. What comes effortlessly to you? What do you enjoy doing the most? Please do not minimize your gifts, because your gift is what's going to open the doors of opportunity. Just because you don't think your gift is like somebody else's, and don't compare your gifts and talents to somebody else. You're a very special, unique individual. Never, ever compare your gifts, yourself, your personality with anyone else. Now that's a distraction. And that distraction will have you off doing some other stuff. You have to stay focused, okay? Accept and appreciate your gifts, okay? Because like I said, that's what's going to open up doors of opportunity for you. Number 3, you have to take that leap of faith. If you don't, you're always just going to be wondering, man, what could I have done? What if I had followed this path, if I followed my heart? Because your heart is going to always lead you. You already know when it's time to make a change. And we keep ignoring it and silencing that voice of our heart. You cannot do that. You cannot afford to do that. You're going to have to take that leap. And that's what I did. Oh my gosh, my stomach was hurting. I was I was a wreck. But I did it. I took that leap of faith. Okay? I took it. So that's what you're going to have to do. Number 4, always be true to your vision, because this is what's part of your journey, okay? It's no one else's. They can't tell you how to live. They can't tell you what to do. This is your personalized journey. It's all about you. So you have to stay focused. Do not listen to naysayers. You cannot listen to anybody. This is your personalized, very important journey. So do not listen to anybody else. Number 5, always remember your power. You may be alone in the physical, but you're always being led by your source, by God. And please don't forget, you always have angels that are with you. They're always watching over you. They're with you. Talk to your angels, you know. Now, some people, you start getting into this stuff, some people are going to say, oh, she's crazy, he's crazy. But you know what? Let them call you crazy, because in the next year, the next month, you never know the time frame. You're going to be popping. So you can't listen to what people call you. I've been called crazy. I've been called weird. I've been called odd. I've been called eccentric. I've been called all that stuff. But you know what? I keep it moving. And I don't listen to what they say, because I'm who I am. I'm special, just like you are. So you got to block that out. The next takeaway is surround yourself with quotes, scriptures, affirmations. You want to always be positive. You always want to love yourself. You want to feed positivity and love into your mind, into your spirit, into your heart. You have to say these things. And in the beginning, it may sound weird for you, especially if you've never done this stuff. But paste stuff up around the house. Keep saying it in your mind throughout the day. And it actually will help your day. Because any situations that arise that could turn negative, you got that positive affirmation, say it, and let it lead you in that very moment. And then the last one is you got this. Just start. All you have to do is start. That's all you have to do. Just start. Just start. It's as simple as this. Say yes. And once you say yes, everything is up and up from there. So please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe to my Instagram, Simply Encouragement 22. Please pass this video on to somebody who needs to hear this. Thank you so much, and until next time, keep it moving.